Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to upcoming #1 inspirational show in East and Central Africa. What do I mean? We are growing from time to time. Numbers are showing from our daily activities as we interact with our fans as a daily. We continue to produce these episodes. We are doing good. I can appreciate. I want to thank you very much, my viewers. It was not for you, I would not been sitting here today. And the reason why I do these videos is because of encouragement from my fans you people have given me. From time to time I've been doing these videos. You have been encouraging me. You have been willing, asking, even sometimes going to my DM to tell me, give us more stories, give us more inspirational stories, because myself, I am an example of being inspired. I have inspired more people and many people have inspired me. So that is why I also took time to make these videos also to be online, so for the generations to come they can be able to go and look what we have been doing from the times to time. Today episode I'm talking about a young man, a talented man. I know he's old today, but to myself I call him today as a young man called Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is an Australian. Many people have interacted with him. He is a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker, at the same time is an evangelistic speaker. Why do I talk about him today? He is a story that has inspired people. He is a story that inspired generations. I can't go a day without mentioning his quotes. I can't go the whole day without mentioning what he has done. He has done a lot of the impact to the society. He has helped a lot of people. He has succeeded in his ministry. I want to tell you a story, by the way, about never giving up. This young man known as Nick Vujicic, he was born in Australia in 1982. So by the time this young man is born at the hospital, the mother and the dad abandoned him because of his disabilities. How many times, you as a viewer that is listening to me, how many times have you been neglected? How many times have you been neglected in your life? How many times people have talked negative about you? And here today we're talking about Nick Vujicic. Were it not for this man taking a bold step despite of inability for him to walk, we will not be having a story today. And that is why I take time to talk to each and every individual, to talk to the organization, to talk to people, to talk to families. Sometimes I speak like I'm in a ministry preaching somewhere, talking to people about never giving up in life. I've ever shared this story before. Go and check on my videos before. I have done about myself, my own story, how it took myself for never giving up in life. So this young man, Nick Vujicic, he's born in Australia. The parents have neglected him. So he's gone to school. Even at the school, the students are bullying him because he cannot be able to walk. At some point, this young man, he ever thought of committing suicide. You as an individual, how many times have you ever thought of committing suicide? Several times. My case, even myself, there is some other point when life was not giving up. Have you ever come to a point when life is not giving up? You feel up to a point that you need to end your life. I can tell you the truth. That is the time the generation is coming for you. That is the time restoration comes for you. Nick Vujicic, this young man that we were speaking to him today, he cannot walk. But I can tell you, billions of people in this world listen unto him. Many millions of people listen unto him. He has traveled across the world. He has spread this message of how a person, despite of inability, despite of incapacity, can never give up. Imagine what is him. He cannot walk. He cannot stand on his own leg. He's using the limb, the way the man of limbs. I think that is why he came up with a ministry called the Limbs. This ministry has been able to elevate him. So the young man has been able to mentor many people. He has mentored enough generations. He has mentored people that talk about to him today. So the young man is celebrating today because he made a decision. And the decision he made, he's the one, I think he has wrote a lot of books that you need to go and write, you can be able to go and check on them, read upon them. And the reason why I'm confidently talking about him today is because he has inspired a lot of generation. How many of us today, maybe you people are able listening to my videos that I'm doing today, how many people can be remembered of what they have done? At the point, there's a time I remember I was in KICC Nairobi, and I was doing a seminar, and I was talking to young entrepreneurs and telling them, when you open up a business, there's something that people are looking unto you. The times are coming when people will be looking about that business you started several years ago. What is the point that they're going to pick? What point are they going to pick in life? This thing actually inspires me, it motivates me, it encourages me, and it tells me one thing. Upon in life, you need to be able to leave a legacy. Leave a legacy, something that people can be able to remember, something that people can be able to relate. When I move around the town, when I move around the streets, I see some philosophies written. I see some museums maybe done on walls and somewhere. It reminds me that at a given point, this was a man that had a vision. A man that came up with an article and it wrote it somewhere. We are able to remember it from generations to generations. I was talking about this man, Nick Vujicic. So Nick Vujicic, as he grows up in Australia, the family has rejected him. So even the students at school have rejected him. This man continues to inspire many people, despite of him attempting to commit suicide. He's here today. We talk to him as a good example to generations. Because the reason why he was trying to do so, he wanted to end the life. He didn't know the new beginning was coming to him. When the restoration of the God came to him, it is the time that the man is rising up. He has risen up among the generations. He has risen up among the cities. He has risen up among the countries. And many more today. The whole world is celebrating the young man. Why am I bringing this topic today? Is because I want all of us to be like this young man. Maybe at one point you're not able to speak well, but you are able to write something. Please make sure you write those articles well. Publish them in the internet. Publish them through the books. Publish them through the magazines. Publish them through the magazines. So when we shall be reading them, we shall be able to remember you. You as an author. You as an individual reader that is reading today. You can be able to remember of how many things that you contributed to the generations to come. And this one actually has made me today, as I was even discussing about this topic, and I know it's many people that maybe have heard about him, but for me was to synthesize, for me was to make sure that this relevant story is able to reach generations. I have read about his life, it has inspired me. Why am I not able to inspire you? Because I know even for you today, that is listening to me today, you are looking upon to be motivated. You are looking upon to be inspired. Maybe you try at some point and say you have ever started maybe working somewhere. Maybe you are earning a very small salary. You are trying to think of maybe quitting and going to somewhere else. I'm trying to speak to you today. Never, never, ever give up. You are not giving up because it's not giving up today. You need to make sure that in your mind and putting at a point, at some given point in life, it's going to come through. How many times is it going to take? It can take months. It can take days. It can take years. It can take generations to come. But I can tell you the truth. An idea whose time has come can never be done away. Can never be killed. An idea whose time has come can never be stopped. It can only be delayed. That's what we say. Destiny can only be delayed, can only be postponed, but it can never be denied. So once you come up of a thing, once you come up with something that can be able to inspire people, something that can be able to guide generations to come, you need to come with it immediately. You need to pop up with it. At some points, I'll be able to take some time and discuss about this thing. You can have a good idea, then you go and share to people who have a low mind. I can tell you the truth. Your idea is going to be shut. And once your idea is shut, because most of them they're going to shut it because they don't have a personal experience with you. They don't have an experience of what you have gone through for you to have that kind of an idea. So that is why I'm here today. To encourage you, to mentor you, to inspire you, that whatever that you have been doing through, you are able to make it in your life. And I want to appreciate by day for being part of this episode. And I know we shall get more time and talk about many other people that have inspired us, that has worked with us, that has made us to greatness to where we are here today. So I want to thank you for being with me today, and I want to appreciate you for getting this story of Nick Vujicic. I hope it has helped somebody, and I hope it's going to mentor someone who was willing of giving up, that thou shalt not be able to give up and shall be able to continue to fight until the end. So thank you very much for watching this episode. So let's meet in our next episode. Bye bye.